Now, people can go potty over their pets, no doubt about it, but a little clue that things could be getting out of hand is when your pets control your life. When you no longer have a job because your animals take up 5 hours a day. Well, we first heard about Paul Stevenson after Close Up ran a story on pig hunting last year. Paul didn't like the pig hunting story at all because Paul is a pig lover with 12 cooney pigs, all loved like the children he never had. Matt Chisholm with Paul the pig lover.
In the far north, somewhere between Dargaville and Whangarei, Briton Paul Stevenson has found his own little piece of paradise. And like the dozen fully grown cooney pigs on this 3/4 acre property who are treated to the likes of peanut butter, milk and beer, he too is as happy as a pig in the old proverbial.
Yes. I like to make my own bread. I grow oranges to make marmalade and I make beer.
Yes, Paul and wife Jenny are living off the fat of the land.
If I find anything that's already dead and it's edible, then I see no harm in principle in eating it. For instance, I've had the odd road-killed turkey.
And road-killed turkey isn't the only unusual meat on the menu. Paul also traps and eats possum.
Last year I caught over 40, and I ate all them.
And while possum and roadkill were options for Christmas dinner, pork definitely wasn't.
It would feel like cannibalism. I would feel like I was eating another person. It'd be like murder. Ginger!
All individually named, Jimmy, Ginger, Stanley and co have become the children the 64-year-old never had.
I just love them. Perhaps it's because they're baby-like in a way, you know. They're rotund, you know, they've got little short legs, little sort of chubby bottoms. Well, they've got personalities just like we have. And I just think of them as just different kinds of people. Different, you know, they're like us. They share the same feelings, emotions that we share.
And although these so-called different people don't live in the house, they completely surround it, in a loving relationship that began at the Whangarei market about 5 years ago.
There were 3 little piglets in the back of this ute, and it was just love at first sight. And I bought 2 of them.
2 soon became 12, and a hobby, a job.
Probably half the day, 4 to 5 hours a day. On the whole, because I have to go out and cut grass for them every day.
And when you adhere to a policy of patience, that 4 to 5 hours can mean the whole day.
He's not really supposed to be there doing that. They'll just scatter it everywhere. Oh, here's Stanley. He's found out about it now. I never use force against them. It'll push them or hit them or anything.
Is that just because of the new anti-smacking laws, Paul?
Well, it's related to it. I think what works for people works for other animals. It's I think, you know, I want a good relationship with them, and I think if I start using violence against them, it's going to destroy that.
So far from using violence, Paul talks to his children positively. And he believes they talk to him in return.
That's his hello voice. Isn't it? Hey? Isn't it? Hey, you're a lovely little boy, aren't you? They've got a language of their own. They yawn when they're tired, they cry if they're hungry, they whine for their food, they scream if they're frightened.
How does your wife feel about this very serious relationship you have with these animals?
She's not quite so keen on them as I am, unfortunately. I wish she was, but I can't really do anything about that.
One thing Paul is trying to do something about is what he calls the cruelty imposed on pigs by hunters and intensive farmers.
I think, well, why pigs? They're every bit as deserving of decent treatment as cats, dogs, horses are. We wouldn't do that to dogs. If we treated dogs that way, we'd be prosecuted.
And he's making a difference to at least a dozen lives.
Try to give them as good a life as I can. I just get immense pleasure from them being here. They bring sunshine to the dullest day, really. You get a bit personal, don't you, eh? Yes, you're not a bit chubby, you are. One day they won't be there, you know.
And I'm sure Paul brings a bit of sunshine to the pigs' days as